guys, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a great day. Y'all already know it's Granna, so let's just hop on into this conversation for today, okay? All right, so guys, social media it can really be dangerous, especially when it comes to rumors and people thinking they know what's going on in these entertainers' life and people, anyone, just people, period. Because there are some regular people that I've seen things said about on social media that I know was not true. It was just put out there because people jealousy or pissed off at somebody or just want to be just saying something, just talking just to be talking. You know what I mean? So, all over social media, and I'm sure you guys have already seen it because it's been on social media for at least the last 2 weeks. They're talking about Steve Harvey and his wife Marjorie. Allegedly she's cheating on him and all this kind of stuff. And there is a separation going on in his family among his kids and her kids, even though they blended the family, because I think Steve adopted her kids when they got married and all that. But they're saying that allegedly that there's a difference being made between Margie kids and Steve kids, and his kids are upset about it and all this stuff. I'm really not going to get too deep into that. What I want to talk to y'all about is this allegedly cheating that Margie is supposed to be doing. Okay, Steve and Margie has been married since like 2007. Like 16 years. So he already knew the woman he was marrying. She knew the man she was marrying. Supposedly they had dated on and off a little bit before they got together and then actually got married. So he knew about her past, she knew about his past and all this kind of stuff. So, they took it from there and got married. Okay? Now, my thing, first of all, Margie ain't no fool. Margie's not a fool. She appears to be a very intelligent woman. Ain't no way in hell Margie's about to leave Steve Harvey for the bodyguard or the chef. These are the people allegedly she's been cheating with. She's not going to do it. Margie's not going to leave her husband, makes millions and millions of dollars, and for someone he has hired to work for them and their employees. She's not going to leave Steve for their employees. She's not going to do it. She's not a stupid woman. She's not going to do that. Okay? And secondly, Steve is not a dumbass man. He's not dumb at all. He may not have a PhD or master's or whatever, but he is a street smart man, and he is smart, intelligent man. He ain't gonna go out and hire somebody and put someone in a position that he feels like gonna be disrespectful towards him as far as coming on to his wife or whatever. Not saying that can't happen. Not saying that at all, because it could happen. But you talking about a man that making millions of dollars when and I'm sure he's not paying the bodyguard or the chef no $1 million. Now, I'm not saying nothing about what bodyguards or chefs make. I'm sure they make good money. There are some chefs out there that is making good money. So there's nothing wrong with those careers. But he probably not paying them the kind of money that he bringing home for them to do a job for him. Okay? He ain't gonna do that. And why would Margie want to go and mess around with somebody that's can't financially take care of her? I mean, let's just keep it real. They can't financially take care of her. Margie probably spend what they making a year salary. She probably spends in a week's time on just her necessities that she need and her shopping and all this kind of stuff. She may not spend one of them both of their salaries together, but she probably come pretty close to spending what he pays each one of them in a week's time. So why would she go and, knowing these are people that's in their homes, around them and their family, and try to sneak and have an affair with them? Y'all got to give this woman more credit than that. She's not dumb at all. You got to give her more credit. Me personally, I don't think she would do something like that, because these people are in her home. These people, the bodyguard is with them all the time. The chef is cooking for them and all this and that. She's not that dumb. She's not dumb at all. She's not finna do that. She's not finna jeopardize 16-year relationship for someone that cannot financially take care of her. Now let me put this out there. They got all this stuff going on social media about Marjorie and her past. She was married to a drug dealer, allegedly. Well, it's not allegedly, because that's what they say. I'm going to still say allegedly, because I want nobody coming after me. She was married to a drug dealer. She only dated drug dealers because they was making all this money and all this and that. So if that's the case, and this is the type of person y'all trying to brand her, which I don't agree with, then what the hell make you think she's going to downgrade financially? Why is she going to downgrade? If she's had this certain type of lifestyle all her life, and this is what she's used to, someone taking care of her in all the ways, and especially financially, why the heck would she downsize to a chef or a bodyguard? It don't make no damn sense. It doesn't add up, and it doesn't make sense. And I mean, I've seen some of the response. I think Steve finally got on there and said something like, look, we good, ain't nothing going on over here. But they shouldn't have to come out and address these rumors that people are putting out here. And I think there's supposed to be a tell-all book or something from her ex-husband that's in prison or something like that, supposedly. But come on, he in prison. He trying to make some money while he in prison. If he wrote this tell-all book, I haven't seen it. I haven't even Googled it to see, which, like I said, you can Google everything. But if this is a tell-all book and he did write it, of course he's going to put some things in there to try to make her look bad, or try to downplay him, and put more stuff on what she supposed to been doing and all this kind of stuff, But I feel like social media is just dangerous. It's very dangerous, and it doesn't even care that when you're putting this stuff out here, these rumors and different things that you're hearing, and you're supposed to be done, did the little investigative work to find out all this information, or wherever you're getting your little info from and whatever, that you're saying this is what it is, and it's just not, because we are not in these people's life. We're not around them. Half of these bloggers are people that's on social media, because I don't know, they may come back and say, well, you're a blogger, which is fine, but has never even met any of these entertainers. They're just, and they're not getting accurate information. They're just putting stuff out there, and it's just not fair to these entertainers that they can't live the way they should be living, because we nosy ass people are all up in their business and trying to figure out their life, when it's none of our business at all. It's none of our business. If we would mind our own business and take care of the stuff that's going on in our own household, then we would have less time to be out there in somebody else's business. I mean, I know it's entertaining. It's entertaining. That's why I read it. I read it because it's entertaining, and I laugh about it. Sometimes it just makes my day. If I'm just sitting around with nothing going on, I just go on social media and I'll be like, what? Really? As I'm reading some of this stuff, I'll be like, wow, okay. But it's just crazy how we get so entwined into their life and what's going on and stuff. They want to just dog Margie, dog this woman. That's her life, and whatever choices she has made from the time she met Steve and before that and all that's her life. No one has to answer for anything that she's done but Margie. Same thing with Steve and with any of us. We all have a past. You know, all of us have a past, and no one past is better than the other past. We've all done things that we may not be proud of, or we all may done things that someone else may not approve. But those are things that make each person grow and get to the next level. Okay? Those are things that was written for us to go through. We have to go through these different things sometime to get to where we're at or get to a better place. And I'm not saying that, you know, she did any of the things, you know, that people try to say she did or trying to brand her. I don't think it's right that anyone should be able to brand this woman and say, you know, she's doing all this stuff and she's just a terrible woman and she ain't nothing but a gold digger and she just after Steve for his money. And I mean, she done had enough time in 16 years to get all the money she want to get from him, you know. And I think Marjorie has her own business. She has some things going on, and she ain't doing anything any different than any of the other male actors or athletes or anyone, comedians, or she doing anything any different than any other wife would do when they're married to a public figure, I guess you could say, a person that's in the public eye. She's not doing anything that's different as far as being taken care of, being given money to invest or to start her own business and make her own brand. I mean, there's just about every person out there that is married to someone that makes millions and millions of dollars has helped their spouse to also do the same thing. So what's the difference? She's not doing anything any other person has done for their spouse, for their wife, for their husband, vice versa. Either you done it for your husband or you done it for your spouse, vice versa. It's the same thing. She's not doing any more. And whatever they got going on, you know, they're happy. They seem happy. When I see pictures of them, they seem happy, you know. So people should just just stay out of their business and leave them alone and let them live their life. You know, it's really sad that we have to get enjoyment. And I say we because I don't want y'all coming back at me, okay? We get our enjoyment out of making other people unhappy or sad or saying things that's not true, falsifying information, putting false information out there and not, you know, knowing what we're talking about, just saying something, just to get, just to build up followers and stuff like that. It ain't working for me because I ain't even y'all can see how many followers I got, okay? So, you know, it's sad that people do that. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with being a blogger. There's nothing wrong with being a YouTuber. There's nothing wrong with being a TikToker, Instagrammer. There's nothing wrong with doing any of that. That's why those apps are made for people to get on there and express themselves and stuff like that. So there's nothing wrong with any of that. And if you're fortunate enough or lucky enough to be on one of those platforms and become well known and people listen to you, and you know, that's cool. That's good. That's good because it's definitely not as easy as people think it is to get on these apps or these platforms and just automatically get 100,000 followers, 300,000 or 400,000 followers, millions of followers. It's not easy to do that because it's such a competitive field, and it's so many people that comes on these platforms to read different things about different people. And they're really into the entertainment. They really come on these platforms to get all this information about entertainers because they want to know what's going on with them. So these platforms can be good things if you're promoting positivity and you're putting out there accurate, positive information about these entertainers. You know, that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of the entertainers get on these platforms themselves and talk about what's going on in their life. You know, that's what it's set up for. That's what it's set up for. But it's not right when we have people getting on here on these platforms saying things or spreading rumors that can harm someone, that could actually tear a family apart, or, put someone in a bad state, or mind, or whatever. That's not good. That I don't agree with. I have nothing against social media because I'm talking to y'all now. I'm on social media. I'm talking to y'all. But I think sometimes, to increase followers or whatever their reason may be for different people to go to a certain extent, for people to watch their page or to be on, glued into their what they're saying. It's a reason why they're doing that. Just think about it. It's a reason. They're not just doing it, just to be doing it, to a certain extent. Okay. They're not going that deep in for no reason other than getting something out of it themselves. And sometimes it's positive stuff they get back, and sometimes it's negative. It just depends on the crowd that they pull into, the attention that they grab at the time that they're talking about these different things. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and just, go ahead and put my little 2 cents out there about Steve and Marjorie Harvey, because I don't feel like they're being fair to her. I don't even think they're being fair to him, because they really not giving this man credit. This is not a stupid man, like he gonna go and hire someone, to bring around his family that he doesn't trust enough to come in and just do the job that he hired them to do. And I understand people be around each other, people work together, they end up falling in love together, end up, being together and all this and that. But at the age that Steve is and the age that Margie is, I don't think, any of that. I know he wasn't, hey, he probably made sure he did several interviews and talked to different people before he brought either one of these people into his surrounding, into his family life. He ain't hired no bodyguard that he didn't trust. He ain't hired no chef that he didn't trust. And then I know he set down his expectations and all this kind of stuff that he expected them to do, and different policy procedures and rules and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, he did that. I'm sure he did all that. So for them to be out and about, and every time you turn around, you're seeing stuff popping up on social media about she cheating on him, and she nothing but a gold digger, and he making a difference, and the kids, and this and that. That's whatever is going on in that family. That's between them. That's between them. They'll work out whatever it is. I don't believe the cheating rumors at all. Period. I don't believe she's a gold digger, because just people that's putting her past out there. She didn't come from no trailer park or anything like that. Nothing against trailer parks. Y'all better stop trying to be so particular on every word I say and hanging on to it. But I'm just saying, she came from a certain lifestyle. So that's what she used to be in anyway. And she's a beautiful woman, like I said. Oh, Lord, I don't understand, folks, And like I said, I have to just go and say we, because I'm also over here on social media. I'm talking about this right here and now. I'm talking about the Harveys and stuff. But I don't agree with any of the things that I've been reading about them at all. A while back, they was really beating up Lori Harvey. Oh, she's this. She's just jumping from man to man to man to man. She ain't doing nothing no more than any of them other entertainers' children are doing. No more than any other entertainer's child or children has done or will do. Okay? All right, guys. I just wanted to hop on here and tell you about that. Y'all, when you're reading this social media stuff from different people, your YouTuber, your bloggers, your TikTokers, your Instagram, and all this stuff, when you're reading it, don't take it to heart. Don't take word for word everything they're saying, okay? Because there's always 3 sides to a story. You got the person that's telling the story, you got the second person that's involved in the story, and somewhere in between all that is the truth, okay? So, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, I ain't got nothing against YouTubers, bloggers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, Facebook Lives. I ain't got nothing against any of that. Period. Nothing at all. I don't have anything against that. But just when we're watching this stuff, don't take every word that comes out of their mouths as the truth. That's what it is. It's written in stone. That's it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Not even with me. If I'm saying something and you You know, you can believe it or not believe it, or you can Google it and find out, you know, what it is. You know, that's what it is. Okay. All right, guys, I'm about to get out of here. I went a little bit over than I usually do. But before I go, guys, just be kind to everybody. When you're on the social media, just remember these are people that we're reading about. They have a life. They have feelings. They have families. Okay. All right. Y'all have a great day. Granna gonna check you out next time around.